Oh, baby, am I fired up. It is Thursday, September 16th, 2021. This is your daily sports betting show of record. We like to call it the Early Edge. We are powered, as always, by the almighty SportsLine. I am the coach coming off a solid day on the show. Specifically, what about Alabama? Breaking it down yesterday. Didn't like the first 5, and then the Red Sox score 6 in the 9th to cover that over. Really, really nice. Then, of course, our rock star, Martin Green, doing it again. Man City, Liverpool, let's go. Now, a little housekeeping before I bring in the stars of the show. Don't forget, tonight, we get you set leading right up to Thursday Night Football. The Giants and the Washington football team. That's right, 7 p.m. Eastern, the latest episode of Early Edge Live. Then don't forget, tomorrow we'll get you set for all the NFL props for the week, 2 p.m. Eastern time. Follow us at our YouTube channel. Turn on the notifications so you know every single time new content drops into your feed. Okay? Sorry, Marty said it was the 10th. You're right. It was the 10th. Extra innings. I made a mistake. Caught it. Admitted it. Let's move on. All right. Here we go. Let's bring in the stars of the show. And I love when, oh, my God. Oh, my God. AB, let's start with you. Good morning.
Coach, good morning. I love this full lineup here. We got so many on the show. It's fantastic.
Well, right next to you, he's been waiting all week to let it out. Jay Smooth, what's good?
Oh, you know, it's just a normal Thursday. We got week 2 action coming up. Can't wait to give out my my plays this morning.
And let's not forget, the new season of the PGA Tour starts in just a matter of minutes, and that's just kind of getting lost. We don't know if John Rahm's going to play or not. He hasn't even shown up all week. Oh, Lady Killer, you always show up. Look at you now. You're always shaved. Hair is always good. Is there something to that?
Well, just in lieu of your little dance at the beginning, I just wanted to know I was going to finally sign up for Instagram, get out of the Stone Age, and then Britney Spears quit, so I'm out. If she's watching, give me a call, girl. You go.
The details. Oh, man, the Lady Killer always being the Lady Killer. All right, let's get into it. Storylines that could affect the betting lines today. And when you talk about the NFL Week 1, there's so many different topics, but you always come back to scoring. Maddie, let's start with you.
Yeah, while this might not apply to tonight's game, which has the smallest total of the week by far, the bookmakers have clearly caught on to totals. Last year was the highest scoring season ever, most touchdowns. Week 1 saw 90 combined touchdowns, tied with 2019 for the most for the first weekend. Yet unders went 9 and 7. So I'd like to say there's some value here, but the offense are just so many, pass interference, roughing the passer is just so geared to offense now that the total just keep rising again, except for tonight's game.
All right. Well, speaking of tonight, Daniel Jones will once again be playing quarterback for the Giants. What does that mean for the G-men, AB?
Yeah, Coach. You look at Daniel Jones' career, he is only 8-19 straight up, but he's 4-0 against Washington. He's never lost, right? There is something to this game. I still think like Maddie said, I think it's going to be a low-scoring affair tonight, but watch out because on top of that 4-0, 100-plus passer rating. There's something with Washington and him, so just be careful.
Well, you say that. Now I have a little bit of pause because earlier in the week, courtesy of M-Squared, we have a little parlay that we already have in the can. Washington on the money line. All they got to do is win. And Arizona on the money line. And then, of course, Zach Attack, he's on Washington with the points, laying the 3. So we're all in on Washington already. So I'm going to just ignore everything you just did. All right, let's get into our board today. We're not doing any picks from the site because we got so many guys that need to get their picks in. All right. M-Squared. You know the drill, son. Oh, give it to me.
All right, Coach, let's stay in that game. You're right. I'm already on Washington on the money line in that parlay, not laying the points there, though. But I'm going to take Daniel Jones over 20.5 rushing yards. I think this is an excellent spot for him. He had 74 yards against his team in one of the meetings last year. However, the thing that I'm really focused on here is the way that they run man coverage. It's a lot easier to run as a quarterback against man coverage than it is zone. Dating back to 2015, it's almost 2.5 yards per carry more for quarterbacks against man coverage. He hit this number last week against the Broncos, who play man coverage just 7% of the time in early downs. This Washington team's going to play it around 30% of the time early. And then looking back, he's going to look to run. Things going to be difficult for him. The pass rush is going to be there. He's going to look to get out of there and run. We've seen it a lot with him in his career. Just last season, he had games of 22, 21, 49, 45, 74, 92, 64, 27. He hits this number routinely and exceeds it. I love the over 20.5 rushing yards for Daniel Jones.
I feel like we should make Daniel Jones somehow our dog of the day. I feel like it for some reason. Did you guys just hear the nuggets that M Squared gave out? I tell you all the time, and I'm keep pounding it into your head. Educate, entertain, and take the information. It's just next level. Now, speaking of next level, Jay Smooth, I've got a lot of confidence in you today because you are laser focused despite all the football. You still got a little baseball in you. Talk to me.
Yeah, Coach, I'm going to go with one baseball play today. I'm targeting the over in the A's and the Royals game. The two games so far this series have had 22 and 17 runs scored. I don't think that changes much today. We have a huge wind blowing out. Air density is going to be nice and low. And then to cap it off, Daniel Lynch, 490 X slugging. Paul Blackburn doesn't really even qualify yet. He hasn't thrown enough innings this year, but still around a 424 slugging expected. These are just high numbers, and I do think that this one's going to get over the total again. We have the line of 10, but like I said, average of these two games so far has been about 14.5 runs. So we're going to go with the over on that one. And then I'm going to pivot into a parlay. You know, I got this little thing going. I hit it last week. We're going to look at a couple teams this week. I'm going to take the Cardinals. I know Mikey already touched on them, so we definitely need them to win. I'm going to be talking a little bit about the Jags. I think they're going to lose to the Broncos. And then I'm also going to be going with, it's here right in front of me, I swear. I'm going to take the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs are going to get it done over the Ravens. And then I just don't trust the Jets. I'm going to take the Patriots to win too. So again, that's going to be Cardinals, Broncos, Chiefs, Patriots. And if you take all four on the money line, you're going to return plus 350. I'm going to lay half a unit on that one.
Okay, I'm going to need some help from our incredible fan base in the comment section. Keep pounding that like button. We have a ton already. It helps our algorithm and really helps the show here on YouTube. But also, we've been kind of tossing it around. Do we want to go with Perry's parlay or parlay Perry? In the comment section, just tell us what you think I should use whenever Jay Smooth gives out one of these parlays. Should it be Perry's parlay or parlay Perry? Let us know. Get it in the comment section. By the way, M Squared, I was just looking at the start of the baseball games today. And what is the thing we love more than anything here at the show?
We enjoy afternoon baseball, Coach, except for yesterday. I did not enjoy taking that loss after they came back and won. Completely opposite of how that game should have went, but we still love it. We still love it.
We love afternoon baseball. There's nothing like a afternoon sweat at 12:35 in the afternoon. All right. Now, we've actually kind of been able to corral this man, even though he's becoming a cult hero. But when week 2 starts, you know he's locked and loaded. Lady killer, oh, give me what you got.
Speaking of dogs, McClure, are you wearing like kibble aftershave or something? Why is your dog going crazy there, man? Also, I vote for mute Perry. Anyways, I'm also on the Washington money line tonight. I'm not going to bet a game on 3. The alternate line value wasn't that great, so let's just take it out of play. I think this ends in a 3-point Washington margin of victory. So shop around. I know some sites have it about 180, some have it around 160. Yes, Daniel Jones is 4-0 and against Washington, and has never fumbled, which means he's obviously due because he's fumbled. He leads the league in fumbles since he's been in the NFL. So the Giants are without Evan Ingram and one of their starting offensive linemen. Saquon Barkley's based on one leg these days. So, and I think someone said in the comments, Jones is 0-5 career in primetime games. So, and I think Taylor Heinicke's actually an upgrade on Ryan Fitzpatrick for Washington. At least he'll run the ball, get some first downs with his feet on third down. And we'll go with Ohio University plus 21 in the lone NCAA game tonight. Both teams have looked pretty bad so far. I think Ohio just adjusted. Frank Solich retired in the summer, so I think they're kind of adjusting to that. But they did play a lot better in the fourth quarter last week, even though they lost to a FCS school. They're averaging just 17.5 points a game, but Louisiana has been terrible on defense. I don't know what's going on with Billy Napier's club. They've looked really bad. So I think the Bobcats will get back on track offensively this week. I'm not saying they're going to win, but 3 touchdowns is way too many. And the Cajuns are just 1-5 ATS in their past 6 at home.
So our likes just really shot up. We're well over 100 right now. Keep pounding that like button. And I think, Maddie, it's because of you. I just got a text, and somebody said to me, did Maddie decide to dress up today? He's wearing a polo shirt.
That's all I own, man.
You only own polo shirts.
I have every color, unfortunately. I'm the Sigmund Freud of casual dressing. I just wear the same thing.
The bosses just called me while Maddie was talking, and I thought it was to tell me he was fired, but it wasn't. We're going to give away a year-long sub right here, live on the show, because you follow directions so well. So here is our winner, live at Big Hustler 3. I thought that was Maddie's Twitter handle at first. Big Hustler 3. The jeweler will reach out to you on social media. Welcome to the family. You have a year-long sub to SportsLine. There is no better value in all of sports betting, and it's not close. And the man who eats, breathes, sleeps SportsLine, it's AB. What do you got, kid?
Well, first off, Maddie, the first 5 seconds when the camera pans on him is going to be the most either dangerous or hilarious part of the show. So I look forward to that every time. 2, if you zoom in, Matty boy, we can see your dog in the background. I love the steps that he has, but we're going to get to the pick here. Yeah, we saw that. Yeah.
Okay.
So, all right,
so
we're going to go Marshall -10. And look, it doesn't sound fantastic to lay 10 points with Marshall, but I think you're actually catching a value here because, 1, this is a team averaging 46.5 points per game, and they're only allowing 8 points average defensively against an ECU team coming into town that just had its heart broken after a tough loss to South Carolina. This should probably be around 15, 16 points, maybe. Marshall's a really good play at -10.
All right. We loved cashing that South Carolina play last week, didn't we? And speaking of college football, AB, how many plays did you give out on Early Edge Live yesterday?
We gave out 17 plays yesterday, and also the ATS breakdown of our experts on that show, 22-11.
Let's
strong.
Go. You got to turn on those notifications. Follow us at SportsLine. Follow our YouTube page. I can't get any more tweets. Where was that play at? I don't know. We grind. We work hard, but we can only lead you to the water. We can't make you drink. All right. We're up against it. Grab your paper. Grab your pencil. Here is the recap. And courtesy of the jeweler, it looks glorious. We start with M Squared. He's on Daniel Jones over 20.5 rushing yards, -115. Then Lady Killer. He's on Washington on the money line, joining M Squared, joining Zach Attack, who is okay laying the 3. We're going to go money line. I think that's what we're all going to do. Ohio +21, -120, the only college game on the slate tonight. Then Jay Smooth. He's on the Royals A's over 10, -105. And then a nice little 4-way money line parlay. Arizona, Denver, Kansas City, and New England. And by this weekend, I will figure out and I will decide what we call them because I just don't know yet. A lot of good suggestions over in the comment section. Then finally, we're going to go AB, Marshall -10. This game is on Saturday, but as always, get it in when we give it to you because the number always moves. Get it at the best early edge. Then the gem today. Washington on the money line. Ohio plus the 20.5. Little tasty 2-way +200 parlay. All right. Again, a reminder, tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern, me and the guys will be here for a full hour counting down to Washington hosting the New York Football Giants. And then tomorrow we have your NFL prop special in your feed, 2 p.m. Eastern time live as well. We continue to grind. Have a great day. And there's only one thing left to do. You've got your marching orders. Let's take all of these tickets straight to the pay window. For M Squared, for Jay Smooth, for the Lady Killer, AB and the Jeweler, I am the coach. We love this so much. Thanks for rolling with us right here on the Early Edge. Good luck. Do you want best bets in your feed every single day? All you have to do is hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with all things Early Edge.